And this is directly sheltered, meaning to say not only your children can sleep a bit later, the parents can also sleep later. Don't wake up so early. Okay, hi everyone, my name is Zach. Welcome to another new homes analysis. Today we're going to cover this project in the Core Central Region, District 9 called River Modern. Okay, this project is going to be built by GuocoLand, a government land sales that is aggressively bid by many developers. So you can see the picture here. This is right alongside Kim Seng Park and also Singapore River beside Great World MRT station. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. This is going to be the flagship development. Some of the more important information will be Core Central Region, District 9. So you must understand that this is also an integrated mixed development that is beside shopping center, MRT station, direct access to Great World MRT, and also very near to Great World Shopping Mall, and also have got Singapore River frontage. And very importantly, primary school. Like we know, primary school is always very important. So this is walking distance to River Valley Primary School. In fact, we are just beside it, just beside River Valley Primary School. Okay, these are some of the GuocoLand success new launch in the recent term. Of course, we have got Lentor Mansion, Springleaf, and also Faber, which done extremely well. So I must say that River Modern is highly anticipated. There's a high probability they're going to launch at a very good pricing, and going to be another good project launch for GuocoLand. Some of the other information you need to take note is that 2 blocks for this piece of land, 13 stacks in total 455 units. They only have got 2 to 4 bedroom, so to speak. So why is this important is that you realize they do without the 1 bedroom. Somehow or rather, I don't know whether you realize or not, a lot of buyers today, they are not very favorable to the 1 bedroom concept for investment. They are all trying to push for at least a 2 bedroom. And 5 bedroom, I mean the household size is getting smaller, right? So sometimes when you build 5 bedroom, you realize that the quantum is a bit higher and people generally don't need such a big space even if they are staying with parents. So I think 2 to 4 bedroom is a very sweet spot for developer. 36-story high, so pretty high rise. 6 shops at level 1, 70% car park lots. Project architect P&T, Tinderbox being the landscape architect, and also Ip Lee. So Ip Lee is actually also architect for Martin Modern, if you remember. On the left hand side, you realize that the unit mix is actually well spread out between the 2, 3 and 4 bedroom. So there is like 38% of 2 bedroom, 46% of the 3 bedroom, and 15% of the 4 bedroom. So very much made to sell. If you look at this plot of land, you look at the map here, you realize that in fact back then when we are selling Riviere, well, this location here we already know have got 5 plots. So they have got parcel A, B and C. So parcel C is not sold yet. Parcel A is actually River Green. So now we are actually selling parcel B, which is directly facing the Singapore River, and this is the only piece of land that is facing the river. The other 2 plots will be District 3 site, which is Promenade Peak, if you are familiar, and also Zion Grand, and they go as high as 63 and 64 story thereabout. So even higher rise. So this plot of land here, these 3 plots that you are seeing are all in the Core Central Region, District 9. So that is why there are more developers coming to bid for this plot of land right next to MRT station. For those who are not familiar with this location, District 9, these are some of the important things that you need to take note. Great World is there, Great World MRT, River Valley Primary School, Singapore River, you got Kim Seng Park, you got Local Delights, you have got Zion Market. Okay, on top of that, you also have got like Robertson Quay and also Clark Quay. These are the nightlife entertainment kind of stuff, and also greenery wise, on top of Kim Seng Park, you can actually go to Fort Canning. And we are very near to Orchard Road. In fact, 1 MRT stop, you will reach Orchard MRT station. Of course, we have got Somerset, Dhoby Ghaut, Marina Bay is also very nearby, Vivo City, Tiong Bahru. So this location, many of us are very familiar. So only 1 stop to the Orchard Belt. This is also the so-called Orchard River Valley District, District 9. You realize that this is directly beside, that is why this is like a mixed integrated development, sheltered direct access to MRT station and also Great World Shopping Mall. These are some of the connectivity. So of course you have got AYE, you have got ECP. So in terms of location, these are the traveling times that you will need to take. Okay, to Orchard Road is about 1 minute time. Marina Bay about 7 minutes, so on and so forth. These are some of the key amenities. Of course, shopping mall, you have got Great World, you have got different restaurant, supermarket and local delights. Robertson Quay and Clarke Quay is not too far away. And this is actually an integrated mixed development, meaning to say you have got mixed residential use, you have got either a bus interchange or a MRT station. This mixed integrated use, you realize that it takes up less than 2.4% of the housing stock. So generally Singaporeans, if you look at the buying behavior, people always like to buy into such mixed development. So this is how it looks like. So for this project, we have got Great World, we have got Great World MRT, we have got shopping center very near to us. These are some of the integrated mixed development in Singapore, very prominent project in all parts of Singapore. And talking about this piece of land, we must understand every country also have their river. So in this part of Singapore, we actually have got Singapore River, which everybody know, not only local Singaporeans but also tourists. Which also good when you have got 2 blocks there, you will have more units facing the Singapore River view and also Kim Seng Park. This is the 130 meters elevation for a panoramic view, so you can take a look. I think very beautiful city skyline and also block Singapore River view. Developer wise, I must say that everybody should be very familiar with GuocoLand. So I think Mr. Cheng has done very well, especially after he come on board into GuocoLand. A lot of projects have been doing extremely well and many profitable projects till date. These are some of the notable projects like your Good Residence, Leiden Residence, Mayor Mansion, Martin Modern, which is very near. So now they are doing River Modern, and of course they have got Midtown Modern. T&T Consultant is also not new to us. They have done many projects in Singapore, like you can see on the screen. And Tinderbox, also very popular as a landscape architect. And Italy, the project ID. This developer, you can see the picture on the left. This is actually Martin Modern. So you can see that the style of Italy is always things that are very raw, very concrete. So I think Martin Modern has done extremely well. So I believe this is also one of the reasons, the network, that they decided to bring back Italy into River Modern. This is something that you must take note. I think this is very important characteristic to buy into, called the top primary school. I mean, even though every school is good, but to have River Valley Primary School being one of the top few schools is also very important. And this is directly sheltered, meaning to say not only your children can sleep a bit later, the parents can also sleep later. Don't wake up so early so that you have more rest. And children probably can walk to school themselves. If I were to buy this project, I will make my children go to school themselves because you don't even have to cross the road, it's just right beside. Other than that, we have got Alexandra Primary, Zhangde Primary, St. Margaret and also Cantonment Primary School. So if you do a search, okay, you will realize that River Valley Primary School is in fact a very good school. On top of that, we have got this tranquil greenery called the Kim Seng Park beside us. Very nice greenery, very shaded when you walk along this park. I think it's very nice because not only we want to be inside a concrete jungle, we always love to have greenery, especially on your weekend or your evening walk. This is how Kim Seng Park look like. Very tranquil, serene. I do not have any info about the layout, but I must say developer GuocoLand never fail to impress the buyers in terms of layout. They are always very sensitive on the ground to come out with very good layout. So stay tuned. When I have got more information, probably I'll do another video. Price, which is a very important element. So when you talk about this integrated mixed development, core central region in District 9 called River Modern, you must first understand who are the project's competitors within 500 meters. So recently we have done a lot of River Valley and also Zion Road kind of project, like your Zion Grand, River Green, Promenade Peak. You can see that their average price is above 3,000 to 3,001 already. They can hit as high as like Zion Grand 3,009, okay, Promenade Peak and River Green hitting 3,005. Yet, if you ask yourself in terms of intrinsic value, which property, which project actually has got the highest intrinsic value, I must say River Modern, considering the location, you have got better view beside MRT, nearest to Great World, and also River Valley Primary School just at doorstep. You have got slightly better intrinsic value compared to all these projects within 500 meters. Freehold development, resale of Vinia, District 9 as well, 3002, highest 3008. On top of that, we also want to compare other central property. We also have got Robertson Opus very near to us, hitting 3003, highest per square foot 3006, and also some of the projects in Bugis area like your Midtown, Marina Bay, we have got one Marina Gardens hitting 3000 already with not much amenities at that location. Sky at Holland hitting 3000, highest 3003 in District 10. And up and coming, what we need to take note is, of course, same thing like I always say in other videos, Chuan, Bayshore, Telok Blangah, many of all these projects are going to hit as high as 2007, 2008 on the average, probably the premium unit hitting over $3,000 per square foot. And of course, the good news will be the recent record for Newton government land sales. This one will give us a lot of reassurance when we sell River Modern. Developer is confident, probably the land price is coming back again. Okay, developers are willing to bid at 1820 for this CCR Newton. Okay, and going to sell above $3,200 per square foot. So we don't have the price point for River Modern yet, but I must say sometimes when you don't have the price, you study into the project, you understand which has got the highest intrinsic value. So I must say, especially comparing to the 500 meters within kind of project, probably long term down the road, River Modern will definitely give a better proposition when it comes to comparison. Some pros and cons about this project River Modern. Number one, we must understand not only you have got Great World MRT station at your doorstep, you also have got Great World Shopping Center. That's one very important factor because amenities are important. Second, schools. Okay, not only for the staying part, I think people want to generally have a good education. They want to send their children in the school that is reputable. So having River Valley at the doorstep, super convenient, easy for the parents, easy for the children. This is really a plus point. And of course, no doubt GuocoLand is going to make a difference. They always care for their customer. They always price it correctly so that people can accept and also be profitable when they buy into their project. Quality wise, facilities wise, not a problem. They have done a great job, and especially this time they're going to bring in this modern series. So I'm pretty much looking forward to this project. But what about the cons about River Modern? I must say, generally I got one concern, supply in River Valley. Of course, we have done Promenade Peak, River Green, we have got also Zion Grand, and also some of the projects that recently TOP in the past 1 to 3 years. These are some of the concerns in terms of the number of units. Not that they cannot be rent out. When everybody TOP or rent out within that same few years, generally buyers have got more choice, tenant will have more choice. So when people are given more choice, they will want to have an advantage in terms of price, so probably they will go for a little bit lower price. But hopefully long term down the road, when everything settles down, hit the equilibrium, the demand will continue to be good. Okay, prime property. Ever since we do decentralization in Singapore for the past 10 to 20 years, I think it has been taking effect. So prime properties so far, not that they are not good properties, it's just that people are more willing to buy into the OCR kind of property. Why? Because generally ordinary Singaporeans, now with the high foreigner ABSD, also in terms of quantum and per square foot point of view, a lot of people are more willing to buy at the skirt of Singapore. So I do understand Great World is a very good location, but prime location wise, so far it didn't appreciate as fast as the RCR or OCR. So this is something to take note. But there's also customers also tell me this could be an opportunity in terms of intrinsic value. Of course, the prime property has got higher intrinsic value compared to the mass market. And when the price point is very near to one another, this is where the opportunity. But so far, we hope moving forth, the prime property, especially core central region, will continue to go up in terms of value. Other than that, I think project-wise, developer-wise, not a problem at all. Same thing for investment scorecard. Does it really have high risk, low potential, which we give it a F9, or this is a top tier investment, which we give it a A1. So for River Modern, before I tell you, I just want to share very quickly again, this is just my personal opinion and these are for for education purpose only. So I would like to give this project River Modern a B3 for my investment scorecard. So in fact, I think the attributes, the characteristic of this project has been very good. If developer can give a good price, I think no harm coming into this project. So before we end the project sharing, please feel free to like and share, comment if you have got any question, or maybe you can let me know which other project that you want me to do a project review. And if you need any one-on-one consultation or you would like to see the show flat, please scan the QR code and I look forward to seeing you. I wish you all the best in your investment journey and I'll see you around soon.